Alright, and welcome back. We are in part 4. If you've not watched the previous episodes, definitely would encourage you to go back and watch those. We've had our first couple days of classes. We just were able to create our own wand while exploring Hogsmeade. And in the last episode, we did a little sneaking around in the restricted section. We're learning who our friends are and discovering a lot more spells. So in this one, we're going to start off by going to meet Natty in Lower Hogsfield. Okay. Abandoned caps. So let's see. Do that. Map. I don't know if we can fast travel. We can't fast travel. So what's the fastest way out of there? Probably there. Definitely want to be able to get a broom as soon as possible. I don't know how late in the story that happens.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel
Looks like there's flame. Definitely get the sense that there's a lot to explore in this game. This might take a little bit. Definitely comment if you're watching these videos. Do you want me to just keep the whole bit of it up? Do you want me to cut out the parts where I'm, running through and gathering ingredients? For me personally, like, I'm excited and I always enjoy playthroughs where I get to see the whole world. Looks like I'm talking and not going the way I'm supposed to. It's probably a bit of a dead end. So I'm gonna have to get back to the road. But yeah, like I was saying, like, do you want me to include that, or would you prefer I cut out the travel between and just have more of the quests themselves? I'm kind of inclined to keep it more like the full experience. You know, even my mistakes, the quests that I mess up, or learning, so eventually I'll be able to do things more naturally and have less mistakes, but I'm sure I'm going to run into quests or spells that I'm just not very good at using. I do like the way they have the guide to your quests, the string of magic. Are you serious? I'm gonna go over here. We might edit this out. Because it looks like it can go from here. Yeah, I can go from there. How do you want me to handle traveling sequences like this? I'm gonna repeat it. I just explored for a bit, and then I realized that there was a flue flame there. So I'm debating on whether or not I will keep that in. This looks like the gamekeeper's house. What will become...
This looks intriguing.
And maybe it's not. Love the random man with a bunch of books. That's great.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
We're gonna trust her.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire
We're gonna
enterprise.
become vigilantes.
That may be
This is
true,
great.
but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I've always said that
Revelio.
travel broadens the mind.
We just go in here. We can.
What's going on here?
But Mummy,
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
but you should see the
I
Mummy.
question anyone teaching defense against dark.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Oh, that's enough. I'm too
Pardon
tired
me,
for your
is
stories
everything
today.
all right?
You stay right
Hardly.
here where I can see
I've
you.
just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most
He
precious to
definitely looks
me.
like an
My
artist.
paintings.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
Revelio. Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts.
Let's see what our quest is. Herbology. Can do a first little side quest and we'll go do herbology.
Surprised at what happened to Orn.
It does seem pretty far. Maybe we will wait till we get our broom and stuff before we do a bunch of side quests. Let's do spell combination. Get some side quests locked out, and then we do some class work. I am so excited to explore. That's why I want to keep running off to do side quests, but we need to get our broom or
Future champion coming through.
something that we can fly around to get around faster. We'll do the practice first.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio.
Oh,
You'll get it.
so we have to wait for that to come back.
Next time, perhaps.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
That's it.
Accio.
Keep trying.
Levioso. Incendio.
Oh, it's not ready. It's kind of frustrating. So we fail. Okay.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
Excellent fall.
It's definitely a thing of timing. So we have to wait for Incendio to.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio.
No.
impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
I don't know if there's, but we'll try without.
I'll go
I
it
guess.
alone.
Then let's get started.
We are, after all, trying to be the champions.
We can make this a real victory.
But it
That's
is
the
3
spirit.
versus... Wait, is it 3 or 4? I think it's just 3.
Confringo, Potato, Stupid.
You're better than that! Take it.
Levioso. Levioso. Stupid.
There goes my way.
Incendio.
That doesn't have a lot of range.
Don't try weighing that. Potato.
Find the wand!
Levioso.
Ringo. Is that all you...
Stupid. Incendio. Levioso. Potato. Stupid.
Like a winner!
Incendio.
Glad I didn't bet on that round.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
That's actually where we're gonna head. Herbology. Herbology class.
I tried to transfigure my partner into a blanket. One thing done.
Just really, really pretty part of the map.
Handy.
Now, is she growing Punja's onion again?
First look at herbology.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again.
This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Quickly! Place your mandrakes in the new pot and pat down the soil!
That is scroll down for anybody else who tries to play this game.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany.
I wonder if hippogriffs like...
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Alright.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Interesting.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. Here we are. Home. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I don't know how to equip. Hold tab and tap. Okay.
Look at that. They'll jump on anything they can get their mouths on.
That's
Mum
great.
planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the denoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Revelio.
Dittany. This is a really cool tree.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should all...
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad.
Fighting
Herbology
cabbage,
is
you
a
get to throw cabbage at
bounteous
people and they're
subject.
gonna attack them.
Tend to your garden,
It's
and it
really
will
funny.
tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Alright, herbology complete. Still 5
Those
minutes on
mandrakes
this.
are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
Let's see if we have another class to do. Oh, okay. We were supposed to help her. There was more to being brought out there than just to talk to Natty, I guess.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi!
Look at these
Speak of the
thugs.
devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You capital.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
What a funny looking thug. I love her boots.
Hang on! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student off of my dead body!
Incendio!
What have you done? What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swirl on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared!
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Revelio. Leviosa. Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
Revelio.
That's pretty straightforward.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Alright. Map is definitely expanding a little bit. We'll do potions class, and then probably be a wrap for this episode.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school?
Professor Black.
Revelio.
I keep on getting distracted. Alright, let's see if we like this potions.
Potions
master.
is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
We'll see how well we do with this one.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your Herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing.
See what that means.
And we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fupa feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
Sure. I feel conflicted about this, but
Very
this
well.
might be more
I'll
fun.
bring you a Fupa feather.
Brilliant! Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Revelio.
Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
Here's the Fupa feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Alright, brewing time. 30 seconds. We have to wait. You can do that.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! Again.
Oh, the smell.
Dragon dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Right.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Avoid enemy attacks by dodge rolling. Okay. Perhaps we do have to go do this. Put some gloves on. Any cool hats? $16, $20. We'll go with that. And challenges. Oh, or that one's complete. Alright. Quests. I do feel like we're not going to get a whole lot of opportunity to dodge and roll if we're not doing a quest outside of Hogwarts. I feel like we're gonna have more puzzles inside Hogwarts.
It's like a place right out in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
If you're here for my wares...
Let's see if we can sell some stuff.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
A goblin called Pergit is causing a bit of a stink. His gang is attacking traveling vendors, and now business is suffering everywhere. It would be nice if someone would do something about it. No one wants to pick a fight with a band of goblins, though. Which means he's free to do what he wants down in Coral Ruins.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
300. I guess we can sell this stuff.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
We don't need. I need more currency, so.
I hope to see you again sometime.
Let's go.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn.
Let's go track down these goblins or bandits that have taken the painter's carts. Please welcome. Interesting.
Revelio.
Seems kind of random.
Past the ruins. I'm on the right track.
To just disappear. There's no looting, it seems.
An encampment. This must be it.
makes sense. Let's
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
Arn will regret not joining us. If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example.
Could have killed that traitor, Arn, when we took his carts.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
we're gonna change the difficulty. I feel like story mode's too easy difficulty.
You look tired.
I'm gonna do this like 10 times.
I won't rest until you're...
How many of you are there?
Such arrogance. Are you sure you're not a muggle?
Incendio!
You're like a glum bumbles at your best.
I will make you. I won't rest. I will make you pay.
Leviosa!
That was unimpressive.
Yes.
Chill spells glance off of me.
It was pitiful. Utterly pitiful display.
Leviosa! Revelio.
Where is the other one? Over there. Alright, that was a bit messy. But we were able to pull that off.
Revelio. Levioso. Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
Just kind of blocked. This seems maybe it's broken.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
Revelio.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Incendio.
Revelio.
Nothing in here.
Levioso. Incendio!
Probably have to do different spells. I think we're gonna have to come back here.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Revelio.
So...
Incendio.
Oh, I bet those balls go...
Accio.
So that's one. And was there one over here?
Revelio.
There's one there. Don't see more of the balls though.
Accio.
Alright.
Revelio.
I think there's one more over here. Still got this guy.
That was quite something.
Revelio.
Something down here.
Incendio. Accio.
Like that. A little bit of a combination of things.
What's so tricky after all, man?
Alright.
Revelio.
Looks like there's a little... Wonder if it's... Reparo? Try that.
Reparo.
Nope. We'll just go back. Alright, so we go back. Whoa. That was weird. I want to go back here. Finish this little side quest.
I'm not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Arn, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
I managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
What a nice idea, Arn. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't
Like how you can
wait
be
to get
cynical.
started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Carted away. been a little bit of running around. Did our herbology and potions class, and perhaps we shall have part 5 be the next segment. I'm not sure what it will be. Looks like we're gonna go speak to the portrait of Eldritch Diggory. So like and subscribe and follow for more Hogwarts Legacy playthrough. This is going to conclude part 4, and I will see you in part 5.